I'm going to tell you about the worst PR disaster for a cryptid that I've ever heard of. And it is that of the story of the chupacabra. Now, the chupacabra translates to the goat sucker. Funny name, I know, but it actually originated from a comedian after a string of livestock killings in 1975 in Puerto Rico. Originally, the locals thought that a satanic cult was to blame, but after they were cleared, there was only one thing left. A new mysterious cryptid that nobody had laid eyes on just yet, leaving its victims with several holes in the neck and completely exsanguinated. The story of the chupacabra really picked up in March of 1995, after there were even more livestock killings. Initially, it was 8 sheep that were reported with 3 holes in their neck, completely drained of blood. And later on in that year, in August, Madeline Tolentino would be the first person ever to cite the chupacabra. This creature has long been described as a 3 to 4 foot tall humanoid reptile with greenish-gray skin and spikes that go down its back. When I was little, this was my chupacabra, and I will be damned if anybody takes this one away from me. And why do I say take away from me? Well, I mentioned a public relations nightmare at the very beginning of this video. What does that mean? This is a cool little cryptid. It's just a little guy that is not a big fan, or maybe too big of a fan, of livestock, particularly goats. But when I first said chupacabra, I guarantee it wasn't that illustration that popped into your mind first. I guarantee it was this. A poor little coyote with mange. Now, why is that? Well, I'll tell you why. In the Yucatan Peninsula in the early 2000s, there were some sightings of what people believed to be a new species of dog. Maybe a cryptid dog. Ooh. With bluish-gray skin and sunken-in eyes, long teeth, and of course, it was skinny enough that its backbone started to protrude, making it bear a slight resemblance to the chupacabra, even though it is quadrupedal and the chupacabra initially reported was bipedal. And now because of that, anytime anyone sees a coyote or a canid with any sort of mange, they immediately report it as, oh, this is the famous chupacabra. Except it isn't. The chupacabra was never a dog, and it was never dog-like, and I'm tired of pretending that it's always been dog-like. This feels like the OG Mandela effect. Everybody has their Fruit of the Loom cornucopia and everything like that, the Berenstein versus the Berenstain Bears, but for me, it's the chupacabra. This depiction of the chupacabra will not die as long as I am alive. I love this creepy little guy, and I hope, because of this video, you guys love it too. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.